Exodus 38. You've walked through the inner furnishings, the ark, the lampstand, the table, and the altar of incense. Now Exodus 38 returns you to the outer court, the place where sin first meets sacrifice, and where the whole system of worship is grounded in blood, washing, and boundaries. This chapter is not about new theology. It is about the larger picture of the camp. How the courtyard is built, how the people manage their offerings, and how God orders the space where He will dwell among them. Bezalel starts by making the altar of burnt offering, exactly as God commanded in Exodus 27. 5 cubits long, 5 cubits wide, 3 cubits high, a hollow square structure of acacia wood, overlaid with bronze, with horns at its 4 corners. The altar is not beautiful in the way the inner sanctuary is. It is rugged, practical, covered in the marks of fire and sacrifice. Every utensil is made of bronze. Pots, shovels, basins, forks, fire pans, all tools for handling the offerings, for carrying the ashes, for tending the fire that must never go out. The altar is the first and final word in the worship of Israel. No one enters the presence of God without a sacrifice. Everything in the tabernacle drives back to this one point. Then, using the same bronze, they make the bronze grating under the altar, a mesh net placed halfway down, supporting the offering and letting the fire do its work from below. The altar is not just a platform. It is a furnace of atonement where flesh is consumed and sin is covered by the fire of God. Next, Bezalel makes the bronze laver and its stand, and the text adds a detail that cuts through the air. He made the laver of bronze and its base of bronze from the bronze mirrors of the women who ministered at the entrance of the tent of meeting. Those mirrors were once polished metal used for beauty and adornment, for the women to see themselves. Now they are melted down and turned into the basin where the priests wash their hands and feet before they draw near to God. The mirrors are given up so that the people may stop looking at themselves and start looking at the things of God. The same hands that once admired their own reflection now help wash the hands that will serve at the altar. There is a deep echo here to draw near to God. You must surrender what you used to build up your own image. After the laver, the chapter turns to the outer court of the tabernacle. 50 pillars of bronze, with silver bands and bronze sockets, hold up the white linen curtains that form the enclosure. The court is rectangular, 100 cubits long and 50 cubits wide, a measured space that separates the sacred from the common, the holy from the profane. The entrance screen of blue, purple, and scarlet hung on 5 pillars marks the doorway into all of this. You cannot simply wander into God's house. You come through a gate, through a defined path, through a place where the world is left behind and worship begins. Then, almost like an accountant, the chapter gives a detailed inventory of the silver and the bronze used in the tabernacle. The silver from the census offering, the bronze from the people's gifts, the sockets, the bases, the hooks, the bands, the pegs, everything accounted for, everything measured, so that nothing is wasted and nothing is added or taken away. The silver is assigned by the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, who oversees the Levites in this work. The system is not chaotic, it is ordered, because the same God who commands the shapes of the altar and the configuration of the court also cares about how His people manage the material things of His worship. For you today, Exodus 38 is a mirror. Your life is not just about the inner sanctuary moments, prayer, meditation, worship songs. It is also about the outer court reality. How you deal with sin, how you let your life be washed, and how you set boundaries that separate the holy from the common. The bronze altar reminds you that no one comes to God on their own terms. The laver reminds you that you must wash before you serve. The measured coat reminds you that God's presence is ordered grace, not random access. Exodus 38 is the chapter where the tabernacle begins to look not just like a holy house, but like a whole world turned toward God. From the altar, where fire consumes the offering, to the basin where the priest cleanses his hands, to the fence that keeps the world out and the worship in. It is the same world Jesus enters later, not as a distant king, but as the true sacrifice on the altar, the one who washes his disciples' feet and who breaks down the walls so that the whole world, through faith, can enter the true tabernacle that is his body.